Hi everyone. In this video, we're continuing with self-disempowerment. So now that we have established, where exactly within your way of thinking and experiencing yourself, you can look out for moments of self-disempowerment in your everyday life and also become aware of what exactly those moments do to the experience of yourself and your body. We're, as I've also mentioned before, we're so caught up in only this space of our entire physical bodies. If you even have a look at where is your awareness most placed in your everyday life, it is in the confines of your mind-head region. Obviously, yes, your attention is within your external environment stimuli, whether visual or sensation or auditory. However, again, looking at how little focus and attention really goes to the totality of the general experience of your body and what exactly, the participation in your thoughts and your inner experiences are doing to your body, there's little to no awareness as of yet. But this is what we're in the process of changing, okay? So now that you've got a baseline of what exactly within and about yourself in your everyday life disempowers you and toward who, when, where, and why you allow that shift inside yourself, that you, in fact, almost constantly and continuously give your power away. And now, if we have a look at the principle of the accumulative effect, you start from Monday, and day in and day out, you're cycling, and day in and day out, just giving your power away in moments where you sigh, belittle yourself, judge yourself, discriminate against yourself, see yourself as less than, not good enough, not worthy, second-guessing yourself, doubting yourself, over and over and over again, and every day passes on to the next. So, we, on some level, think, okay, when we wake up the next morning, all the problems, issues, emotional reactions, experiences, traumas, shocks that we've had the previous day is gone. That is not so. And you can even have a look at it in a week where by weekends, obviously there are many reasons why we get to a weekend and we just want to wind down, let go, not do anything, lock ourselves in a room, escape, run away. But it has really been, for myself, what I've also asked myself is, okay, if I change my relationship to this disempowerment, how does my physical body respond at the end of the week? If I keep at it in those moments where I've noticed I disempower myself the most, and instead change to empower myself, to learn more about myself, to change myself, to better myself, what is the experience of myself on a day-to-day basis, not only at the end of each day, but also at the end of a week? Because already mentally, I know, okay, my mind is set to working from a Monday to a Sunday, and I'm sure many's minds are like that as well. You walk into that set routine and set system. You know what's coming on a Monday, and you know how it's going to end on a Sunday to a degree. So therefore, with that kind of already preset reality inside yourself, you've now over time, walked with that constant disempowerment. And we don't realize how disempowerment literally within ourselves drains our let's call it our spirit, our very expression and nature and presence of who we are. So I've come to ask myself, okay, if I change that relationship within myself, how do I feel at the end, not only at the end of the day, but at the end of my week? And after about 3-4 weeks of, during my days, I just started very simple. I've noticed the most common moments where I've disempowered myself was where, something would bother me and I wouldn't, either, let's say, confront it with myself or communicate it with my partner, but would suppress it in me. And, instead of communicating, I would doubt myself, second guess myself, make only myself the problem. And in that disempower my ability to share, to open up, to communicate and support myself. So I started changing that point, and then my sighing, where I would already in the mornings kind of wake up with that energy of that sigh, or, where I'm starting to learn something new or try out something new or work with something challenging, and I can already feel that sigh building up in me, that giving up sigh, that, oh, it's useless. I'm not even going to try or attempt to do this. So only those 2 points is what I focused on in my first 3 to 4 weeks. And it was interesting because now it did not make let's say, a massively, I'm supercharged. I've got so much power in me, in my day or in my week. Like I transformed into this energy bunny all of a sudden. No, but it did make a difference in my feel of that empowerment and energy and experience of wanting to get out there in my day. Also, not like I'm going to get out of my day, wake up, yes, I'm so empowered, I'm so full of energy type of experience. No, not overboard, everyone. Just that I could feel that definitive slight difference between how I was before. It was just this drained energy, drained spiritedness within myself, as opposed to where I became more, I could see kind of leaning forward into wanting to start my day, wanting to get into it, wanting to work with myself in the day more. And then on weekends, there was less of I just want to get away, recharge my batteries, sleep it off, lock myself in my room, do my own thing, not be with anything or anyone. I just don't want to be wanted, So that level of energy started changing. So here, everyone, to have a look at testing this out for yourself. And this is also partially much how you have to get to know you, how you transform those moments of disempowerment to empowerment. And here you can also resource my self and living courses, where I assist and support with varying ways of how to deal with more the pure internal self experiences, like changing from disempowerment to empowerment, and how to do that. But in this course of the mind body Innerverse process, place your focus on those moments where you see you disempower yourself, and so ask yourself, okay, I noticed I am disempowering myself. The consequence is I'm like draining myself from the best of me that I can become. I'm instead giving my energy, my mental, physical, and self energy away to this problem and this issue, like sighing or giving up and judgment and weakness and victimization. So instead of allowing that, let me take a breath, lift my chin, ask myself, okay, how can I instead empower myself in this moment? And rather than giving up, say, okay, let me understand this problem more. Let me find a solution. Let me ask for help. Instead of suppressing things and keeping things in like I did, face that fear and talk about it. Or write about it with yourself. Find ways, techniques, and methods to deal with the disempowerment and transform and change those moments for yourself. And just see and take note of the physical effect that it has on not only your everyday life, but your entire weekly life cycle and experience. So everyone, the main point, what we have also discussed, is being aware of the physical changes. As we've said, the self-disempowerment is in your lower back, and you may even find it interesting how your posture naturally starts changing the moment you start practicing that empowerment, even if you start with just a week. Take note of how your shoulders change, the feeling in your lower back, how you can stand for longer, walk more. You're not shifting around as much in your seat to kind of compensate the discomfort that's happening in your lower back. So these are the type of things that you want to take note of. All right. And again, everyone, for those interested, these are the type of things that I walk with you on a one-on-one basis. in my process of you detailing, getting to know how you are currently, how you've currently conditioned your mind and your body, and how to change and transform that conditioning for yourself on that individual one-on-one basis in your relationship with your mind and your body. All right, everyone, thank you very much for listening, and we'll continue more.